For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Minnesota.
And I believe what that game came down to was their ability to really knock down those triples.
Yeah, I thought the work they did on the perimeter was excellent. It was just too much for that defense, or really any defense for that matter, to handle.
On the court for Sacramento, Collison is out there with Tony Wroten. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot. There's the pick. Pass to Cousins. Banked in off the glass. Cousins has got 6.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Gay against Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Wroten dishes to Cauley Stein. Screen by Cousins. Collison kicks to Cauley Stein. Here's Cousins. Orlando grabs the miss. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Gordon. Here's Cousins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Orlando leading by 3. And a wide open look for Irving. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists in the game. The Kings have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Gay passes to Cousins. Wroten kicks to Gay. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Wroten dishes to Cauley Stein. Gay with no one around. And the 3 off target.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Oladipo, the pass to Aldrich. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And it's an 8-point Magic lead.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Kings have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against Atlanta.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Jeff Lippin. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Oladipo outside. Irving for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Let's take a look here at the Kings and how they're stacking up as this season ramps up right now. 6th in steals, 6th in fast break points.
26 seconds left now here in the second. It's Meeks outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And so here's Orlando. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Thornton. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's... still been knocking them down.
And the first half is now in the books. Magic out in front.
Well, guys, with Nick here,
Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Irving. He has 17 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from three, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Vucevic is out there with Arthur. And it's Irving at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Knocks down the three ball. Irving's got 20.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played just phenomenally. He ended with 26 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. This was the latest chapter in what has been a stretch of very good outings for him. Will we see another one tonight, Kevin?
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
He hits the second from the line. Magic leading by 7. On the wing, Irving. From deep. It's rebounded by Thornton. The Kings shooting 43% from the floor. The dish to Collison. Cousins with a screen for Collison. He kicks it to Cousins. To the middle. Here's AC. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. Four on the clock. From 17 feet out, Sacramento again missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Irving against Thornton. Oladipo right side. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Some changes for Sacramento. Cauley Stein comes in for Quincy Ace. And Roten subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Here's Payton, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And both free throws good for Payton. So it's Sacramento now. 9-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Collison kicks to Cousins. It's stolen by Vucevic. Payton outside. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Oladipo for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 5.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Cousins with a screen for Roten. Pass to Cousins. All alone. There's the bucket. Good. 9 points in the game so far. Orlando leading by 10. Irving, a screen on Collison. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. The rebound by Roten. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Collison with it. Now Payton defending. Here's Cousins. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Vucevic.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. 9 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And here is Aldridge. Outside Irving. Takes the 3. Count the bucket. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Gay outside. Screen by Cousins. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Magic leading by 12. And Oladipo, here we go. And the rejection by Cousins. Now here's Roten, covered by Payton. Collison gets a wide open look. Here's Cauley-Stein. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Cauley-Stein's got his first 2 points of the night. Irving, a screen on Collison, and stolen by Gay. Irving against Collison. Collison with another miss.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Irving dishes to Payton. To the inside. And Irving throws it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Sacramento calls time.
That's Mills in for Darren Collison.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. Aldridge. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Meeks with it. He's picked up by Irving. Irving with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Oladipo.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
They set the pick. Three-pointer. That's good. Irving's got 28.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And on the the way from Irving for three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And a look at the five for the Kings to start the fourth. We've got Thornton, Quincy Acy out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Mills, and it's Collison in at the two guard. Cousins with a screen on Payton. Mills passes to Cousins, and that one's good.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Mills with the steal to the middle. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And Acy kicks to Thornton. That's good.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's Azania. He dishes it to Payton. Picked by Vucevic. Payton drives in. Here's Azania. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Outside Collison. Screen by Cousins. Collison kicks to Cousins. It's stolen by Arthur. And here we go. Irving from long range. And again, it's Orlando with the three. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Magic?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
There's the triple. And yes, sir, that one drops. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Cousins, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he makes the first. Orlando making some changes. Jeff Withey, he's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Jordan Adams in for Payton. No good on the second free throw. Adams dishes to Irving. He feeds it to Arthur. Arthur off a pick from Irving. And stolen by Cousins. Young with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Young's shot is off.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Kept alive Orlando. Good on the shot.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
A drive by Collison. Second chance shot. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Collison up top. Adams defending. And the shot is good.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Adams, the pass to Irving. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Feeds to Bellinelli. Fires from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Withey's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Adams with it. Irving kicks to Adams. They set the pick. Back to Irving. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Unloads. Another shot. Withy, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The 11-footer, and no good, trying to use the glass. The Magic have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Outside Irving, a 3. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Irving. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Adams against Collison. Drive by Adams. Irving for 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Sacramento with the ball. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Todd. Back to Collison. Beyond the arc. Arthur grabs the board. Adams against Collison. Adams outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.